Hey y'all, my name is Catherine Fisher, and I am a singer-songwriter from London, Ontario, Canada. After 2+ years of sitting mostly still, I am back on the road playing shows in beautiful places. I love nature and often write about it in my songs. This series is a glimpse into what it's like living on the road as a singer-songwriter. Hello and good morning. You might be like, Catherine, why are you not at a show? Why are you in a hotel room? Well, that is a story. Let me tell you. So yesterday was absolute chaos. I drove from Kingston to the Ottawa area for a show, and about half an hour away from where I was supposed to be playing it started, I just started seeing so many downed trees and stuff, and I had driven through really bad rain on my way to the venue, so I wasn't sure if it had come from that storm. And I know my hometown, which was about 6 hours away at this point, had also gotten a really bad storm, but I didn't think that it would have reached 6 hours driving 500 kilometers, so 300 miles. I didn't think it would be that big, so I was like, oh, I wonder if this just happened. So I'm driving up and it just gets worse and worse. I'm pretty sure some tornadoes touched down. There were just roofs ripped off houses. It was awful. And I'm driving and I get to the venue and the road is closed and everything. So I go in. I finally am able to get around, go to the venue. It's all shut down, so I walk around till I can find someone, because again at this point I didn't know if it had happened the day before or if it had literally happened a couple hours earlier. So I finally find someone, found out it happened the day before, and with all of the chaos that happened, this area was literally in a state of emergency, so I don't blame them at all, but they had forgotten to tell me that this had happened and that there was going to be no show. I think most of their buildings are fine from what I could see, but there was tons of debris all over their grounds. So, and just literally I saw thousands of downed trees in my drive yesterday, and it just breaks my heart, and I hope people are okay. So anyway, long story short, I get to this venue and I was supposed to stay there because it's a resort, and I have nowhere to stay. I have no show. I don't have cell service. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I had to figure out what I was gonna do. So I finally, after hours of driving, I got to a rest stop and then went from there and ended up driving a couple hours and got a hotel room. So that's where I am now. I have a couple days off, and it's been a little chaotic, and I just hope everyone's okay. Obviously it sucks. It's that was a big show that was going to bring in a lot of income, and then I had to get a last minute hotel and stuff like that. That is not stuff I budgeted for, but those are such small things compared to the devastation that happened to so many families. That was yesterday. I'm gonna drive. I have a couple days off, so I'm gonna do some camping and have about another hour before I have to be out of the hotel room. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I made yogurt parfait and put it in the hotel cup, and drink coffee and watch some YouTube, and then head to my next destination. I pulled over in this small town. To be quite honest, I'm not even sure which town this is, but they had a lookout onto the St. Lawrence, and it's just absolutely stunning. You can see the mountains in the background, and it's incredible. There are also whales in the St. Lawrence, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled. I'm sitting here at the campsite, just made some tea. We had 30-degree weather, and it was really hot and I was sweating, and then it dropped down to 14, and I'm on the St. Lawrence over there. So it is significantly cooler, and that just always messes with my body, and I can feel it in my chest. So have some lemon ginger honey tea with some honey I brought from home, and just gonna sit and have a quiet, chill night. Yeah, it's wild. The views, like this camera is just not gonna do it justice. So I'm just gonna have a chill night, and then I'll check in with you tomorrow and let you know what I get up to.
Endings there they did go up in a dust. What once was our love is done. I wanted you to stay, but there's only so much I can say. I'd still take you back if you came back to me. To this day, lying in your bed for one final time, too scared to go and to leave this behind, 'cause this is the best love I have known. Looking at the clock on the wall ticking down, knowing the time is all running out, but I can't go, not now. I wanted you to stay, but there's only so much I can say. I'd still take you back if you came back to me. To this day, to this day.
Today is my last day with these spectacular views. I had no idea how incredibly stunning the St. Lawrence was, and how much wildlife is alive here, and just seeing the tides. I don't live near an ocean, so I've never really seen tides go in and out before, and it's just incredible watching them come in and out. It's been amazing and beautiful, but it's also been so incredibly lonely. And the first week of tour has been really, really hard. A bug just flew my nose. It's been really difficult, and I've been challenged in so many ways. And the shows have been so fun, and getting to be on radio at Queen's University with Hewitt Folk Everything was so much fun. He was an amazing supporter of the arts and does so much for folk artists, and that was amazing. And then playing at Spearhead was fun, and playing Through the Storm was quite an experience. But then having the venue hit so hard by the storm and losing that show for good reason. They were without power, and we're hoping to rebook it, so fingers crossed that works out. But then having 4 days and 2 huge storms coming and just seeing the devastation, and having 4 days by myself and having to figure out last minute accommodations, and then being in a place that doesn't speak a lot of English. Lots of people here don't speak English, and the people at the campground that I'm staying at don't speak a lot of English, and so that's just felt isolating because I've never really traveled that much. I've only ever traveled around the English-speaking parts of Canada and a couple of times to the States, and so I've only ever been places that speak my language, which is such a privileged thing. And so it's been humbling and also isolating. And I think it's given me good perspective as to what it's like to be somewhere that doesn't speak your language, and probably will give me a lot more empathy towards folks who are trying to speak English and are being challenged by it. I like to think I'm quite empathetic to them already, but I feel like this just gives me a whole new perspective. I think when you experience new things and when you experience situations, it just gives you a whole other level of understanding. And I think that's just part of being human, and why it's important to have diverse experiences and know diverse people and all of that kind of stuff. But it's been really isolating, and 4 days has been a lot. And I'm worried about some of the other shows coming up. I'm hoping to make money on this tour, so that's always in the back of my mind. And there's just so many unknowns, and I just like threw myself into this after almost 3 years of not doing it, and it's been a challenge. It's been really tough. I think this would be a lot easier if I had someone else with me, if I was in a duo or had a musical partner, but I don't. I do this by myself, and like financially that makes a lot more sense to do it by myself, but it's hard. It's really tough. So it's been a week of like high highs and low lows, but I have a show tomorrow in New Brunswick. I'm heading into my week of New Brunswick shows, and I'm very excited. I've got some really good ones. I think tomorrow's going to be a really special one, and I'm really excited to see some cool places as well. There's some places on the Bay of Fundy that I'm going to check out that I'm stoked to see. That's the recap for week 1. I'm sitting out here. I can see like a crane off in the distance, but it's about 500 meters to the shore because the tide's out. So I'm just going to keep walking along the shoreline a little bit. The sun's just starting to set, and then I'm going to have a shower and write up a bio for a article that's getting written about the new single, and then head to bed because I have a call tomorrow with a venue, and then I'm driving to another venue, to the venue tomorrow night that I'm playing at. And I gotta do some admin work, so definitely a busy day tomorrow. So that's the update on week 1 of tour. It's been good, it's been challenging, I'm feeling very grateful. If you want to connect with me, you can connect with me on socials, and my website at Catherine F Music is my social handle on everything, and I'm catherinefmusic.com, and you can listen to all of my music anywhere that you listen to music, Catherine Fisher. It'll be linked below, and that's the easiest way to get to it. Have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this, and stay tuned for more. Bye, y'all.